Hi everyone, here Natasha Wilkinson, your independent Scentsy consultant from Mount Isa, Australia. So I'm here today with a video that I would normally film next month. So we're getting ready to switch over to a new catalogue. In the beginning of September, we will be switching over to our spring summer catalogue. And in August, we will get the official discontinued list of what is leaving us in August and we will know what's leaving and what will not be staying in the catalogue. In order to make room for the new, Scentsy do always have to retire some scents. Some scents don't come back, some scents do. Saying that, my philosophy is no scent is safe. If you love a scent, that is what we have Scentsy Club for. Scentsy Club have a wonderful perk called the Always Get My Bar perk, which means if you fall in love with a scent and you add it into your club, which is basically our auto ship subscription program, when that bar is retired, the fact that it is in your club, Scentsy will continue to make and pour and give that bar to you on the frequency and the amount that you chose to put into your club prior to it retiring. So that is why I like to do this video, because I like to tell you what I'm putting in my club. I do have a healthy club subscription. I like to tell you my thoughts on whether I think they're coming back or not. That's not to say that my thoughts are correct. As I said, no scent is safe. So if you see one of these scents on the discontinued list, you love it, pop it in your club in bar form. I will say the Always Get My Bar perk is only for bars. It's not for pods. Even though Scentsy Club is for all our consumable products, the Always Get My for the retired product is only for bars. So if something is leaving in pods or body or laundry and you've had it in your club, unfortunately, once that fragrance retires in that product, it will literally be taken out of your club. So, as I said, I would normally do this when we get the official discontinued list at the beginning of next month. But one of the perks of me going to Scentsy Family Reunion was that I got to see the new catalogue. So I was literally able to put the new catalogue side by side with our current catalogue and work out what will no longer be available and work out what is discontinued. So for this particular video, I'm focusing on wax and pods that are leaving only. I will do another video further down the track of all other different products and all other different scents in different lines and our warmers that are leaving at a later date. But I want to focus particularly on wax and pods here because, as I said, for me, wax, you've still got this month and next month of these scents I'm about to talk about to pop in your club as an Always Get My Bar perk. And for me doing this a little bit early, if you are a user of our pods for any of our fan diffusing system, if you're like me and can't just do a big bulk order in one hit and like to buy a little at a time, it's going to give you a couple of months to pick up a few of those scents in pods here and there that are discontinuing that you may still want. So let's delve into it, shall we? So I'm going to start off with the citrus category first. So we've actually only got one scent leaving in the citrus category in our wax. There are, however, two scents that are leaving in our pod. So the scent that is leaving in our wax is Wisteria Waterfall, and it is Wisteria cascades over water lotus as they bask in bright lemon sunshine. This is not a club scent for me. I'm not always drawn myself personally to citrus scents. So, but this one, I don't know. It's just a combination of the floral for me personally. Every nose is different. For me personally, I feel the combination of the floral and the citrus, it gives it a sour, powdery note that I just don't enjoy. But if you're a citrus fan and you love Wisteria Waterfall, that will be leaving us in bar. Now, if I were to haphazard a guess of whether I would see this return in our next autumn winter catalogue, if they're just retiring it for the spring summer, I don't know. This has only been around for a few catalogues, unlike some of our older school ones. Quite potentially I could say yes, but again, as I said, and you will probably hear me say this a few times throughout this video, no scent is safe. If you love a scent, club it. So, as I said, this one, I'm not sure whether it's see you later, not coming back, or possibly returning. This one, and I think it's because it's not one that I gravitate towards, it's not one that I enjoy. I just can't wrap my head around this scent as much as I can some other scents. So as I said, that's the only wax scent that is leaving us in the citrus. We are, however, saying goodbye in pods only. You will still be able to get these two scents in wax in the next catalogue, but you will not be able to get them in pods. So if you like pods in the next two fragrances in our citrus category, grab some before they continue at the end of August. So in pods, they are retiring Hawaiian Hula and Sun-Kissed Citrus. So it always worries me when they start to retire pods before they retire wax. When they start to take away collections where they have a bigger range of collection other than wax, that they're slowly downgrading to ditch those fragrances in wax out of the catalogue later. So Sun-Kissed Citrus is lively blend of oranges, lemons, limes and grapefruit. It is leaving in pods only. And Hawaiian Hula is nothing says tropical, quite like this mix of juicy orange, pineapple, passion fruit. Again, you will still be able to get Hawaiian Hula and Sun-Kissed Citrus in our wax in the new catalogue, but they are leaving in pods. So moving on to the woods category. So there are 3 scents that are retiring in the woods category. I do apologise if you can hear the whippersnapper in the background. My husband is outside mowing. I thought he'd pretty much done, but then he started up again. So the first one is Blue Sage and Tonka. So that is revel in the richness of midnight sage, black lavender over the sultry sweetness of tonka bean. So this is a very powdery, musky, cologne-y scent to my nose. And again, me personally, I'm not drawn to cologne-y scents. So for me, this is not a club-worthy scent for me. But I can see why they retire this in summer, winter. For me, this is a very wintry cologne-y scent because it's got that earthy, musky note about it. So if I were to haphazard a guess, I would say potentially we could see this back next autumn winter catalogue, because for me this does read more wintry. It's not something that I myself, well, for one, I'm not drawn to colognes, so I don't typically purchase colognes unless they come in my new consultant kits or new collections or a whiff box. But if I were to purchase this, I would be more likely to purchase this in the autumn winter than I would in the spring summer. So I'm going to say on this one we could potentially see this back. Again, remembering no scent is safe. So next one, Cashmere and Corduroy. So I absolutely love this scent. This scent will be going into my club. So this is my first club-worthy scent out of what's leaving. And I did find going through this collection, I put a lot into my club last season changeover or catalogue changeover, whereas this one I'm a lot more, I don't want to say I've been a lot more strict. I just feel that there's a lot more scents that just aren't club worthy for me, which is good news for me. It means my club isn't going to get too much bigger. But this one's probably going to go bi-monthly into my club because it is a really beautiful bedroom scent for me. And Cashmere and Corduroy is wrap yourself up into the coziness of creamy vanilla, Sicilian bergamot and cashmere sandalwood. This is romantic. It is perfumey. There's a softness about it as well. If you love those really lady, fancy boudoir, romantic, sultry, slightly woodsy scents, that's what Cashmere and Corduroy is. It tends to go into my club every time it retires. I will say they kept it around. I was expecting this to actually retire this catalogue season, but they kept it around and brought it into our autumn-winter catalogue. Prior to that, it was in our spring catalogue. So that worries me a little bit that my thoughts are on this one, or this particular one, that it won't be coming back. Okay, I'm back again. I did have to wait till that whippersnippering just passed. Our door was done. My husband was getting louder and louder with that whippersnippering. So, as I said, prior to this, this was Cashmere and Corduroy, was in our spring summer catalogue, retired autumn winter. They brought it back for the spring summer and transitioned it through to the autumn winter. So it worries me that where they originally had it in our catalogue here in Australia, that they're retiring it now, that it could potentially not come back. So this is going to be definitely club worthy for me. As I said, probably bi-monthly one. Now, the next one, White Amber Antique. So this is available in pods too, and they will also be discontinuing. So both wax and pods are discontinuing in White Amber Antique. And this is another masculine cologne scent. Alluring Amber Antique flirt with fresh bergamot. But again, because it's got that teak, it is earthy, it is woodsy. And for me, this does scream winter cologne to me. It's got a slight perfumey, powdery note about it with that combination of bergamot and amber. Again, I don't typically reach for cologne scents, so it's not club worthy for me. As you can see, I've still got my bar, I think, from when it first came out as a new scent 2 years ago. Just never got around to warming it. And you watch me warm this and probably fall in love with it. I say I don't like cologne scents, but it could be the same thing as I say where I don't like citrus scents and I've fallen in love with a few. Because on cold, I don't mind this scent, but again, I don't gravitate towards cologne scents, which is why I tend to bring up a collection of them. So for me, not club worthy. Let's move on to the fruity fragrance family, shall we? So in the fruity fragrance family, we have 3 scents that are retiring. So the first one, it has been in our catalogue since I joined as a consultant. So this scent has been around for as far as I can remember in both seasons. So the fact that they're retiring this scent to me indicates that it is a scent that will not be returning, and that is Aussie Plum, which is a melange of juicy plum, pink grapefruit, tart pomegranate, and smooth vanilla. And I have to say, I don't ever remember buying a bar of this or warming it. This is kind of one of those ones that has been in the catalogue that I've just glazed over as I've been trying things and never really got around to trying it. And I think it's that pomegranate in here. It comes across as a very tart plum pomegranate note on cold to me. And I love plum scents, but I love the more warmer, sweeter, baked type plum scents. And it's just a little bit too tart to my nose, which is probably why I've never actually got around to warming it. So would this be club worthy for me? Probably not. I would be interested though to pick a bar up just to try it before it retires, because I could miss out on something, and I don't want to miss out on something. There's always that case of FOMO, fear of missing out. But based on cold smells, not something club worthy for me. But as I said, before it retires, I would be interested just to try a bar, because plum scents are something that I do usually enjoy. It's just, I don't know, there's something tart to my nose about that I'm picking up that I'm not enjoying. And I'm thinking it's the combination of the grapefruit and the pomegranate, which is adding a little bit of a tart note to that Aussie Plum. So the next one, I do have a bar of, but I've never warmed, and it was new to our catalogue this season. I did make samples, but let me clarify. I did make samples, so I did warm in a sense that way, but I haven't experienced a full warming from its true beginning to end of the mid, base notes, all that type of thing. So, and that is Mango Matcha, and that is a mix of mango nectar, matcha sorbet, topped with a slice of salted cucumber and a dash of pure sugarcane. Now, I definitely intend to warm this bar before it retires at the end of August, because on cold I'm thinking I like this a little bit more than Go Go Mango, and Go Go Mango is a bestseller. It is still sticking around in our catalogue. But Go Go Mango has a floral note, and this to me smells more pure mango. There is a greenness about that, which I think is from the cucumber, which is adding a freshness. But one of the reasons I haven't warmed this is this screams summer for me. I'm not typically drawn to these type of scents myself personally in winter. This is one I would have loved to see hang around in our summer catalogue, because that's where I feel I'll be reaching for that. As I said, I haven't warmed this, so I can't really tell you whether I think this would be Scents Club worthy for me. Based on the fact that we do have other mangoes in the catalogue, probably not. And the fact that it's a new scent, I would risk it coming back and probably say potentially we may see this back next autumn winter catalogue. But I feel like I would want to warm this to double check. And this is one that I could quite potentially see myself picking up maybe 1 or 2 bars, because my summer fruity drawer is full. It is almost chock-a-block full. I'm going to have a hard time getting through that summer fruity drawer this summer as it is. But I feel like I would want to reach for this in summer. So I feel like I would probably go get a 6-pack, not of Mango Matcha, but get a 6-pack of wax on some of these scents that I don't necessarily want to put in my club, but would want 1 or 2 more. And I'd probably want 1 or 2 more of Mango Matcha rather than club that one. So the next one that is leaving is a Vitamin Unwind. So this is sweet apple blossom and crisp cucumber peel drift across serene spark. Again, I didn't buy one bar of this when it was available. The reason being is I still have a few Apple Blossom Breeze, which is coming back in our new catalogue, and I find this very similar to Apple Blossom Breeze, but I do enjoy this one. So now this is another one where, for me personally, I'm in an orange. It was originally from a collection, and if it didn't sell well in the catalogue this time around, they may not bring it back next autumn winter. But again, I feel this is probably more along the same lines for me, where I'm wanting to save club space and knowing how big my summer collection of bars already is, that I would buy a few. I would probably do in my 6-pack 2 of these, and maybe something else from something that is retiring. So again, I think for me, I've got it highlighted as blue rather than purple. So again, I feel for me this is something, pick a few up rather than club. So the next one. So that was our fruity category. We are now moving on to our floral category. So the first that I'm going to talk about is still remaining in wax, but it is leaving in pod form, and that is Bora Bora Blossom. So pods were new to Bora Bora Blossom this go round, so I don't know how well they sold. We did get one in our with box a couple of months back. So if you're enjoying Bora Bora Blossom in wax, if you enjoyed the pods this season, pick yourself up some more pods, because you will still be able to get the wax in the new season catalogue, but the pods for Bora Bora Blossom are retiring. And that is Get Lost in a Balmy Combination of Succulent Fruits and Lush Orchid, balanced with a kiss of fresh green violet leaf. So the next one, there's always a scent. Now, I'm not going to say this is the shocker scent, because there's another one that I feel is more of a shocker scent. But there's always 1 or 2 scents that Scentsy decide to retire that have been in the catalogue forever. And when that happens, it's usually an indication that it's not coming back. So this is probably the forever scent that has been, or it's been there since I've joined, in the floral category that is leaving, and that is Honeymoon Hideaway. So it is leaving in both the wax and the pods. So I don't think we will be seeing Honeymoon Hideaway in a future returning catalogue. My thoughts are that this is officially retiring for good. And it took me so long to actually try the wax in this particular scent, because from all reviews, everyone loved it, but it was so light. When I finally tried this in my bedroom, it was a brilliant performer, and I absolutely love this. This scent is going into my club, and I'm stocking up on pods, because I feel like this is going to be one of my staple summer bedroom scents. Escape to a secluded retreat of dew-kissed lily and tart sweet kiwi, shaped by lush coconut palm. So this is sweet and fresh and floral all at once, and it's not as mild as what I thought it was going to be. I hang on to the one bar I brought for quite a while, so whether it allowed time to cure, I don't know, but I will be definitely putting this into my club. I will only be putting it into a quarterly club, so I will be getting one every quarter, and I will be getting a few of more of the pods to enjoy, because as I said, I feel like this would be a scent I would reach for in summer, in my bedroom, which is basically what our new catalogue is, the spring summer catalogue. And this has transitioned over from autumn winter to spring summer. It has never ever left the catalogue since I have been a consultant. I don't know how long it has been into the catalogue prior to that, but since I have been a consultant, it has been in all catalogues. So for me, the fact that it's been in all catalogues since I've been a consultant going on 3 years, to me this is an indication Honeymoon Hideaway will not be coming back. So that's my second, what you would call club-worthy scent from the retiring scents. So the next one that is leaving is Moonflower Dreams. So this is soft lavender and musk, float like a cloud over night blooming moonflower. Again, not club worthy for me. There are a lot of other lavender scents that I prefer, that I enjoy, and that I love. It's got a very musky note to this that comes across powdery to my nose. If you like those powdery, musky florals, Moonflower Dreams would be one you'd enjoy. I like this scent, but I'm not in love with this scent. And I don't think I would even grab a few to stock up in my 6-pack, whereas Mango Matcha and Vitamin and Wine would be something that I would still grab a few more of before they retired. So the next one, again along the same lines, I like this scent, but I'm not in love with this scent. It's not something I'd stock up on and not something I would club. And that is Opal Flowers. So Opal Flowers is lush raspberry entwined with flowering lily of the valley. Soft rose petals, shines like a precious stone. So this is a green, fresh, sweet scent. My husband's now blowing out there. I need to apologise. Okay, so the air blower has gone further away. For the time being, you can still hear it, but hopefully you can hear me still. So, as I said, green, fresh, sweet floral. There is a little bit of a powdery hue from that rose petal that you do get in Opal Flowers. Again, as I said, for me this screams like a fancy, something that I'd warm in the bathroom. It's a fancy hotel resort bathroom, fresh floral, but I'm not in love with this scent. I like it, I'm not in love with it, so it's not clubbing worthy for me. It's not something I'd pick up more of. I mean, I'll warm the bar I have. The one bar I have left from when it was a scent of the month here in Australia, I have gone through the rest of my bars. So that's how long this kind of has been hanging around for. I've never actually picked up more bars of this. I've just been slowly getting through my scent of the month stash. So the next one, this one, for me, I'm probably going to club. I'm probably going to put into my quarterly club. And I'm shocked that I'm probably going to do this, because when I gave you my first impression notes, I don't think I was the biggest fan of this. Again, it kind of went along the same lines of Opal Flowers, Moonflower Dreams I liked, but I'm not in love with. And then I warmed it in my bathroom and fell in love. I feel like this is going to be a really beautiful bathroom scent for summer when I'm looking for a floral bathroom scent. A lot of the time in my bathroom, I like to warm with fresh aquatic sweet scents. I can't do salty sea aquatic. I can't do plain aquatic, but I like something with a little bit of fruit in it, a little bit of tropical, a little bit of floral aquatic. That tends to be what I gravitate towards my bathroom. And on the odd occasion, sometimes I like a little bit of floral. And this just ticks that box. Peace, Lily, be with you. So this was new to the catalogue this season. So if I were to haphazard a guess, I'd say we could potentially see this back next autumn-winter catalogue because it was new. But then florals are very picky fragrance to begin with. a lot of people don't like overly powdery florals. A lot of people aren't drawn to floral. I love floral. But there's a fresh greenness, wateriness to this that makes it absolutely fantastic in the bathroom. So this is white peace lily and green apple. So I think it's that green apple. It's giving it a little bit of a bright kick to it. Harmonized with watery greens. As I said, there was a fresh green note as well, and a touch of vanilla. So I am going to pop this into my club. Whether it stays into my club forever, I do not know. But I am going to get it quarterly in my summer club along with Honeymoon Hideaway, and I will see how I go through these scents this summer. If I don't reach for them during summer and build up a stash, these two, Honeymoon Hideaway and Peace Lily Be With You, may come out of my club. But at this stage, I feel like I'm going to want to warm these scents in summer, so I'm going to pop these into my quarterly summer club to enjoy. So that's 3 scents that are going into my club, 2 scents that I feel like I'm going to stock up on so far, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 scents that are not club worthy for me that I will not be stocking up on. So that's our floral section. So let's delve into our fresh section. So this section is actually the biggest selection of scents that are retiring from our catalogue. And I did say earlier that there's always a long-term scent that goes from one catalogue to the other that shocks people, that is leaving. And when it does, I suspect that it's not coming back. This is the shocker for me that is leaving from the catalogue. It's been in the catalogue since I joined as a consultant, and as far as I know, it's been in the catalogue a lot longer than that. It has been a bestseller in our catalogue, and it has followed on from spring, summer to autumn, winter catalogue, and it is leaving. We have slowly seen this scent leave us in other lines like the laundry, like the body. It is now leaving in wax and pods, and I predict it's not coming back. That is aloe water and cucumber. So I tried to get on board the bandwagon because I know a lot of people love this scent. For me, it's a little bit too green and a little bit too tart, but it is very zen, green, spa-like type scent. There is a little bit of a sweetness from a pineapple nectar. I'm shocked it's leaving because, as I said, it's normally a bestseller and a lot of people love it. While I don't love it, a lot of people do. Aloe water and cucumber. It is leaving in both pods and our wax. Aloe water, cucumber peel, palm frond, and pineapple nectar are oh so mellow. So if you love this scent, club it, pick up your pods, because I honestly think when we do another catalogue changeover again back to our autumn winter catalogue, they won't be bringing this back. As I said, this normally transitions from one catalogue season to the next. So the next one that is retiring is Big Surf. This is waves of citrus surf crest over ocean flower with splashes of lemon water. So there are different sea scents to me, and different areas of the sea and different depths of the sea smell differently to me. So think if you're at the water sea edge where you've got the rocks and you've got the seaweed and you've got the sand, you get more like a shoreline smell. But as you go deeper out into the sea, you don't have those rocks, you don't have the seaweed, you don't have the sand, you don't have the dewy seagrass, you don't have the deep cave smell. You've just got deep, dark, salty sea. Out in a boat in the deep sea, that is what I smell. Deep, dark, salty sea. I'm not the biggest fan of this. I know a lot of people really love this one. It's very fresh. you get that almost salty sea spray. As I said, it's like you're out in the deep, deep ocean when you smell this. This tends to come and go from our catalogue. So if I haphazard a guess, we could potentially see it back. We tend to lose it in our spring, summer and get it back in our autumn, winter. But again, I feel like this would do well in a spring, summer catalogue, to be honest with you. But who knows? As I said, no scent is safe. So let's move on. So the next one, another one that I'm putting into my Scentsy Club. So I seem to be filling up my quarterly Scentsy Club more than I'm a bi-monthly Scentsy Club with scents. And this has been around in our catalogue from season to season. They haven't really taken it out of the catalogue for us in our region. I know they have in other regions and only kept it in their spring, summer catalogue. But we've had it in our spring, summer. We've had it in our autumn, winter catalogue. So it's also leaving us in pods, which was also new this season, I think pods were, or they were fairly new. So this is another one I'm also picking up a few pods in. And that is Cocoa Nuts for Coconuts. So this is an ocean breeze weaves along a coastline of lush with wild coconut and tiare flower. So for me, this is one I warm each summer. I don't warm it now in autumn, winter. I would have preferred it to be in our spring, summer and not in our autumn, winter catalogue because it's very beachy, sunscreen, lotion, tropical with the coconut. But then you get that sweet tiare flower, which is like a gardenia. I absolutely love it. I love it in summer. This is a strong performer. I actually tried the pods for the first time while we were away. Strongest performing pods ever. Absolutely amazing. I had them in the bathroom of the apartment while we were away, and it funneled out into the hallway, and you could even smell it in some of the open concept area. Pods for me aren't as a good performer always as wax bars, but those Coconuts for Coconuts pods, when I first put them in, they were bangarang strong performer. As I said, I'm picking more pods up, and Coconuts for Coconuts are, or is, not are, let me speak proper English here, is going into my quarterly club. So the next one, another one that is definitely club worthy for me. So this is going into my bi-monthly club, and I will warm this all year round. So my thoughts on Coconuts for Coconuts. Sorry, we'll backtrack a little bit because I didn't tell you whether I think this will be returning or not. At this stage, I'm wondering whether it will because we've had it from catalogue season to catalogue season. I'm thinking maybe no. But as I said, I'm just predicting. I have been shocked before. Some scents that I think are going for good come back. Some scents I think are definitely coming back don't come back. So who knows? I'm thinking no, it is going to go into my club. So the next one, as I said, this one's going into my bi-monthly club. My husband even enjoys this one. And it's an all year round bedroom scent for me. And that is Cozy Cardigan. So Cozy Cardigan is fine bedded bliss in layers of soft suede, blushing rose and amber silk. So this is very much along the same lines of Cashmere Corduroy. I find this a little bit more powderier, a little bit more softer, not as perfumey, but still has that sensual perfume, romantic boudoir, cozy feel about it. Absolutely beautiful, going into my bi-monthly club. So the next one is Daydream Oasis. So this is lose yourself in a sweet melon of visions of luminous pear leaf and water lily. This is also leaving us in the pods. So again, if you're a pod user, stock up on those pods. If you love the wax, pop it in your club. This is not club worthy for me. It's too green for me. It's very green, watery, fresh spars and light notes. If you like your aloe water and cucumber, which we've already discussed, you'll probably like Daydream Oasis. So, the next one, Glacier Water. Glacier water rushes into a mountain of stream, peacefully flowing over bright bergamot, aquatic lavender, and driftwood. So, again, this is aquatic, but there's a sweet lavender note in here, bordering on slightly herbal. So it's a very different aquatic note. I don't hate this one, but I'm not in love with this enough to want to stock up or get more of either. So for me, not club worthy. So the next one, and if I were to haphazard a guess, this was a scent of the month, and they are retiring it. I can see why that would be more of a winter aquatic than a summer aquatic. So I could potentially think Glacier Water might come back. Daydream Oasis, the fact that they're retiring both bars and pods, I would say, and it's been around for a few catalogues, I would say it's not coming back. Magnolia Linen. So it's sun-washed linen dances in the breeze amid a garden of magnolia and honeysuckle. So this is one for your laundry lovers. It's fresh linen. There is a little bit of a floral note added to this. I like this in the laundry, but I'm not typically drawn to it in the wax. I'm very picky with my, I guess you could say, laundry fragrances when it comes to wax. And I tend to really love pink cotton and coconut cotton. They tend to be the two fragrances that I personally want in laundry fragrances if I'm warming a laundry fragrance. So Magnolia Linen is also leaving us. This tends to retire for our spring, summer, and it comes to us in our autumn, winter. So I could potentially see this returning next catalogue after, obviously, we have our spring, summer catalogue coming back in our autumn, winter catalogue. Again, I have to say it, no scent is safe. So the next one. So I am seriously considering clubbing the next one. But we still have Coastal Sunset, and this gives me very similar vibes, but this is so pretty. So I do feel like, at least for a little while, this one will end up in my quarterly summer club, because I feel like this again is going to be a very pretty summer bedroom scent. And that is Mountain Sunset. Take in the view over wild bluebell, warm woods and coconut in golden amber, fill the air. It's sweet, it's creamy, it's exotic, it's almost tropical, but there's still this sensual earthiness from the amber. It's beautiful. So Mountain Sunset's probably going to go into my quarterly club. So then the next one that is leaving us in pods only, you will still be able to get in wax, is Windowsill Breeze. So if you love your pods in Windowsill Breeze, be sure to get a few of your pods before they leave. The wax will, however, be continuing over into our next catalogue. And then we have the last one in our fresh category. Maybe I should tell you what's actually leaving in laundry while we're in the fresh category. We'll come back to that in a moment. So the next one in our fresh category that is leaving is Woodland Meadow, which was new to our catalogue. Woodland wildflowers flourish beneath a beautiful fresh canopy of air, bergamot and amber. Again, I can see why this would be more headed towards a winter scent than a summer scent. It does have that earthiness that I kind of get from White Amber and Teak and Blue Sage and Tonka, but it's got more of that foresty note rather than that cologne note. So I can kind of see where they're thinking this is autumn winter for us here in our catalogue. I don't know whether this was popular enough that it would come back, to be honest with you. I kind of feel there are other more fresh popular scents, so I feel like this, if I were to choose out of the 10 new fragrances, most of them are continuing on in the catalogue. The ones that aren't are Mango Matcha, Woodland Suede, Mountain Sunset, and Peace Lily Believe You. So there are 4 from the 10 new fragrances of this catalogue. If I were to guess what one would not make it as a return, a lot of the time we do normally get a second chance with these because they are new, they haven't really been tried. But if I were to haphazard a guess of the ones that they would choose not to bring back and only give us one chance, one catalogue wonder, I would say it would be between Woodland Meadow and Peace Lily Be With You. I would say these two would be the ones that would be least likely to come back out of those 4 scents. That's just my personal opinion though. So it will be interesting to see what happens. Again, I don't know that this is club worthy for me, but again, I really only warmed a couple of cubes after I made samples. So I feel like this would become part of that 6-pack that I talked about, where I would stock up on a few rather than club. So that is the fresh season. I did say there was one product that was leaking. Now, I was going to hold off and do this a little bit later, but while we're in the fresh, there is one fragrance that is leaking in the laundry. Pink Cotton. So if you love pink cotton in the laundry, grab your washer whiffs, grab your laundry liquid, grab your dryer discs, because after August you will not be able to get pink cotton in our laundry product. It is the fragrance that is leaving us in the laundry. So let's talk the spice category. So there is only one, the spice category only consists of 2 scents here in our catalogue, and we're downgrading back to just cinnamon and vanilla. So the scent that is leaving from the spice category is a Blackberry and Spice. Again, this to me is something I'd warm more in winter, but I've never really given this scent a chance to try and warm. So I feel like that's the 4th scent that would be going into my 6-pack. So this will be my 6-pack. I've got 4 scents that'll be going into my 6-pack. I feel like I'd be getting 1 Blackberry and Spice, 1 Woodland and Meadow. So I'd be getting 1 each of these to try to make up my mind, because I honestly don't think for me they're club worthy, but I could warm Blackberry and Spice and fall in love because I do love my spice and bakery scents. And then I'd probably get 2 each of these. So that's probably what's going to make up a 6-pack of discontinuing scents for me that I don't intend to club. I may even get a couple of 6-packs and get a couple each of these scents. So these are kind of, I guess you could say, my stock up scents that I don't want many of, but I feel like I need to try some more of. And then I have 4 scents that are going into my summer club, and 2 scents which is my quarterly club, and 2 scents that are going into my winter, bakery, all year round, bi-monthly club. So I think I've done pretty well this go round. I've got literally 6 scents that I plan on clubbing out of what's leaving. I do plan on picking up some pods in Coconuts for Coconuts, and in, there was another set of pods that I wanted to pick up. And in Honeymoon Hideaway. So I don't know that I'd pick up pods in the other fragrances. As I said, aloe water and cucumber's not been something that I've been drawn to. Neither has Daydream Oasis. I might pick up some more pods in Bora Bora Blossom. I do have one set of pods in Bora Bora Blossom, but I would probably like some more pods in Bora Bora Blossom, and I'm not sure about Hawaiian Hulua or Sun-Kissed Citrus. I know White Amber Antique or Windowsill Breeze aren't my thing in pods, and I don't think Hawaiian Hulua or Sun-Kissed Citrus would be either. So I feel like there are only 3 fragrances in pods that I pick more up on. Now, I didn't talk about the bakery section. I didn't give you anything that's leaving in the bakery section. That's because our bakery section is staying as is. Nothing's retiring in any product in our bakery section, and nothing's been added in any product in our bakery section in the new catalogue. So what you see in our current bakery section is basically what you're going to get coming into the new catalogue. So I hope this video has been informative. As I said, there are other items I haven't talked about, like our warmers that are retiring, or our cleaning. I did briefly mention what fragrance was leaving in the laundry. I will do another video and go through at a later date the rest of the items that are leaving, like in car bars, in scent packs, because in oils. I will do all that at another later date. As I said, I really wanted to focus on wax bars, tell you what was club worthy for me, what's going into my club, and pods. And because I did see L written on my pink cotton, I did briefly mention the laundry foil. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this helps to make some informed decisions for you of what you may want to club or stock up in pods. As I said, these scents will be only available to the end of August, and then we change over to our new catalogue 1st of September. So if any of these scents that I have just talked about that are retiring, that you want to keep after August, be sure to add them to your club. If you don't have a club and would like to start a club and want some more information on how to do that, let me know. I'm happy to help you set up your club. I absolutely love my club. So until then, stay safe and bye for now.